What's up, Kansas City? This is David Haley. I'm a state senator in Kansas, longest serving right now. And I really get a chance today, very fortunately, to remember with a sincere reverence a friend, honestly, a mentor of mine in Vernon Thompson. So when I came to Kansas City, came back to practice, uh, it was the mid 80s. And I'm a Kansan, always have been, and was invited to work over in Missouri by then City Councilwoman Carol A. Coe. If you knew Carol Coe, she was uh, someone who always believed in direct advocacy and working with so many different people. Well, one of the first persons that I met, and the reason that I think that I've become effective in service is through the introduction by Carol Coe of Vernon. I met Vernon Thompson. They were allies in the struggle to bring the concerns of everyday people out and have them really represented. I remember Vernon uh, was a state rep. He was state representative at the time. And I was very impressed because I was accustomed to the stodgy, especially Black politicians, always having a certain demeanor or dressing a certain way, always with, putting the necktie on and what have you. And as an advocate in the community, you know, Vernon just kept it real, and he was training those around him, like a younger David Haley, young lawyer just back in Kansas City, still getting a chance to know the metro area. And I remember he told me we went to this his advocacy place. It was that was a fire station, a converted fire station. It really was. Then it was his office, and I remember the people coming to him with a certain level all across the board, as is often from a diverse district. They come from different emotions that they brought to Vernon, all about one thing. They needed some kind of help. That's what we do. He would come and speak and deal with those who came humbly, with humility in one way, and those that came in anger with expectation that something be done. He would deal in the same unassuming, I'm going to help you manner. And wherever across the board, Vernon Thompson showed me, David Haley, that a call to service has to be met among certain populations, especially those that are Black and now brown or the broke, because we need to have the leadership bring compassion with a street savvy and a genuine commitment. I remember there was some club, the Green something, I don't remember, Green Lady or something, lounge that was right near, and everybody coming in and out of that was right by the fire station. And, again, I'm just starting out, just getting back. I don't know. I never saw, to this day, even including those who've gone on to other positions, including, well, maybe except for one, the halls of Congress, with that one exception, someone who was more well received or better known or more accessible than Vernon. And he really meant it. It wasn't like so many do, the pretext of vote for me and I'll be there for you next time. It wasn't the quid pro quo. For him, it was more just the fun of being in a position and solving some issues, helping somebody out. That was Vernon Thompson. When I heard that he passed, I thought about the irony of being out of touch so much in what you did so well in mainstream that no one knew that you had succumbed for a day or two or three, because not an hour would go by when I first met Vernon that there wasn't someone who was reaching out to be interactive with him. People loved Vernon. People respected him. They needed him. He needed them. It was a symbiotic relationship that's formed between people that are part of our community. our beloved community, and that continue to want to do what we can to lift our voices, our collective voices, to provide those liberties, those rights, that access to necessaries, the various necessities that we want to have and need to have: food, shelter, education, and good health. Vernon was that bridge builder for so many people. He covered the gap. He was my friend. And as I said, he was my mentor, because again, now, after serving 30 years in the Kansas legislature, in both the House and the Senate, I hearken back to the lessons taught always to me by Vernon Thompson, by Carol Cove, and very few others. My late father, George Haley. I just look at those and the advocacies that Alvin Sykes. I have to lift those who really molded and shaped what I hope will be, when my time comes, what someone will say, where did you get the ability to so uniquely represent with longevity, David Haley? Where'd that come from? Because these are the people that really paved the way and made service really the watchword for David Haley. And I want to thank Vernon Thompson, continue to thank him for helping to pave that way for so many through me by his example.
The program is brought to you by the Kansas City Business Association.